Your brain doesn't build confidence from imagining success. It builds confidence from remembering it, from stacking evidence, from proving to yourself over and over again that you can do hard things. You really can. And that you just did that. You just gave yourself that proof.
Welcome to What If It All Goes Right, the show for high achievers who are ready to stop fearing the worst and start stepping into their power. I'm your host, Angela Gargano, six-time American Ninja Warrior, keynote speaker, peak performance coach, and former biochemist. Every episode, I'm going to give you the mindset shifts and practical tools to shake off the doubt, reignite your energy, and remember just how powerful you really are. Because it's time to stop fearing the worst and start asking, what if it all goes right? What if it's already going right?
Welcome to this walking meditation called Walking with Your Wins. You don't need to be anywhere special. Just grab your headphones, step outside, or find a quiet space to walk, and let's do this together. And here's what we're doing today. We're going to recall 3 to 5 specific moments where you showed up differently, where you made a small shift or kept a promise to yourself. And I want you to notice something. This isn't about some big dramatic wins. It's about the micro wins, the small victories, the moments where you choose differently, even if no one else saw it. Because the truth is, your brain doesn't know the difference between a big win and a small one. So every time you acknowledge progress, no matter how small it is, you are building evidence of your capability. You're proving to yourself that you can show up, that you can follow through, that you're becoming the person you said that you wanted to be. And the evidence? That is what builds this unshakable, undeniable confidence. So today, we're going to walk through those wins. We're going to anchor them into your body, and we're going to let yourself just feel proud. Not guilty, not like you should be doing more, just truly proud. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's begin this walking meditation together. As you walk, I want you to think back over the last few weeks or even months and recall one specific moment where you chose differently. Maybe you spoke up when you normally would have stayed quiet. Maybe you set a boundary when you normally would have said yes. Maybe you went to the gym when you really didn't want to go. Maybe you asked for help instead of trying to do it all alone. It doesn't have to be this life-changing thing. It just has to be true. So I want you to see that moment clearly and what that is for you. Picture where you were, what you were doing, and picture how it felt. And now as you walk, I want you to breathe in that memory. And with each inhale, I want you to say to yourself, I showed up differently. With each exhale, I'm proud of that choice. I want you to let that pride settle into your chest. You made a different choice. You didn't default to old patterns. You chose growth, even if it was unintentionally. Let's keep walking and breathing. And repeat that to yourself for the next minute. I show up differently, and I'm proud of that. And good, you acknowledged it. You claimed it. And that's evidence of your capability. Now think of one promise you made to yourself and you actually kept it. Maybe you said you're going to take a rest day and you did. Maybe you said you'd finish that project and you followed through. Maybe you said you'd stop overcommitting and you started to say no. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be real. Just see that moment and what it felt like to keep that promise that you made to yourself. Because every time you keep a promise to yourself, you're building trust. You're proving to yourself that your word matters, even when no one else is watching. And as you walk, I want you to breathe in that memory. With each inhale, I want you to say, I kept my word. With each exhale, I want you to say, I trusted myself more because of it. Feel that trust deepen with every step. You didn't bail on yourself. You showed up, and that matters. Keep walking, keep breathing, and repeat that for the next minute. I kept my word. I trust myself more because of it. I kept my word. I trust myself more because of it. Beautiful. You're stacking evidence. You're reminding your brain, I follow through. Now bring to mind a moment where you wanted to quit, but you didn't. Maybe it was halfway through a workout and your body wanted to stop, but you finished. Maybe it was a hard conversation you didn't want to have, but you stayed in it. Maybe it was a goal that felt impossible, but you kept going anyway. Think about that moment and feel how hard it was. And then feel the fact that you didn't quit. Because that is the win. Not that it was easy, not that you did it perfectly, but you stayed. So as you walk, anchor that resilience into your body. And with each inhale, say, I stayed when it was hard. And with each exhale, that's proof of my strength. Let that sink in. Resilience isn't about never struggling. It's about not quitting when you do. Let's keep walking. Keep breathing. And repeat this for the next minute. I stayed when it was hard. That's proof of my strength. I stayed when it was hard. That's proof of my strength. And yes, you have more resilience than you give yourself credit for. And you've already proven it. Now think of a moment where you chose yourself, even when it felt uncomfortable. Maybe you left early instead of staying out of obligation. Maybe you said no to something that didn't serve you. Maybe you invested in yourself, your health, your growth, your peace, even when it felt indulgent. I want you to see that moment and remember what it felt like to put yourself first. Because choosing yourself, it isn't selfish. It's self-respect. And every time you do it, you're teaching yourself and everyone else around you that your needs actually matter. So as you walk, breathe in that choice. With each inhale, I chose myself. With each exhale, that was the right decision. I chose myself. That was the right decision. And feel this peace that comes with that. You didn't abandon yourself. You honored your needs. And that is powerful. Keep walking. Keep breathing. And repeat this in for the next minute. I chose myself, and that was the right decision. I chose myself, and that was the right decision. Good, you're reinforcing the truth. You're choosing yourself. And it's not only okay, it's necessary. Now, if there's one more win that you want to claim right now, I want you to do it right now. And I want you to think about the small shift you made. Maybe it's something you're still working on that changed how you showed up. Maybe you started pausing before reacting. Maybe you started moving your body more consistently. Maybe you started noticing your wins instead of just your to-do list. Whatever it is, I want you to see it. I want you to claim it. I want you to breathe into it. With each inhale, say, I'm changing. With each exhale, I'm becoming who I want to be. And let that truth expand with every step. You're not waiting to become that person. You already are her. You're just practicing it more consistently. Keep walking, keep breathing. And repeat this for the next minute. I'm changing. I'm becoming who I want to be. I'm changing. I'm becoming who I want to be. Yes. You're already becoming. And this is the evidence. As you finish this walk, start slowing your pace a little bit. Take one deep, intentional breath in and out. You just spent the last 10 minutes walking with your wins, not glossing over them like we do so often, right? Not minimizing them, but actually claiming them. And here's what I want you to understand. Those moments that you just recalled, they are proof. Proof that you are more than capable. Proof that you follow through. Proof that you can change. Proof that you're becoming the person you said that you wanted to be. Your brain doesn't build confidence from imagining success. It builds confidence from remembering it, from stacking evidence, from proving to yourself over and over again that you can do hard things. You really can. And that you just did that. You just gave yourself that proof. So the next time that doubt creeps in, the next time you feel like you're not making progress or you're behind or you're failing, I want you to come back to this walk. Come back to these wins because they are always here. You've already done hard things. You've already shown up. You've already changed. And you're going to keep doing it. Now take one last deep breath in and repeat this mantra quietly as you walk the final steps. I'm capable. I'm worthy. I'm enough. Let that truth settle into your body with every step. You've just practiced celebrating your wins, not as an idea, but as movement. And that's how confidence is built, one win at a time. If this meditation helped you reconnect with your progress, share it with someone who needs to remember how far they've already come. And if you haven't already, follow What If It All Goes Right on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, leaving a rating or review. It takes about 30 seconds and helps other women find this show. Remember, your wins are proof of your capability. So keep stacking that evidence. Keep showing up. Keep celebrating yourself. What if it all goes right?